Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for this video, we're gonna present about our project, our final year project, which is secure browsing activity with Raspberry Pi. First of all, I will introduce myself. This is me. My name is Syahmi bin Kamal Bahrain, and with my partner Muhammad Farhan bin. So were supervised by Assistant Professor Dr. Nolia Muhammad Yusof to supervise our project.
So, I will talk about the abstract. Um, Internet have been a necessity in our society. Currently, Internet users worldwide spend more than 6.5 hours per day surfing the Internet. Therefore, a lot of websites tends to take this opportunity to put online advertisements by advertisers on certain spaces on their website. Because of that, ad blockers emerge as a tool that blocks any advertisements to improve users' experience when browsing the internet. So, our aim is to develop a network ad blocker using the Raspberry Pi device that is capable of blocking ads and secure the browsing. The device managed to block the unwanted domains based on the blacklist that we created. Hence, it will ease the user experience when using the internet, protect the user security, and also faster the internet speed. And then I will talk about the problem statements. So there are some of the problem that we are trying to solve with this project. Um, so the first is with the advertisement, sometimes it can be so annoying and interrupting the user experience, because when they want to surf the websites and suddenly sometimes the advertisement will just pop up, and then sometimes it will redirect to another website. Also the web page uh, becomes crowded with advertisement, and will interrupt their experience when surfing the website. And then the advertisement also can be exploited by the hackers to insert malicious software. So currently there are so many hackers that rises. This method is also popular among the hackers, which they insert malicious software to the advertisement. So when the user open the advertisement, there is a possibility virus or any malicious software that will infect the device that the users using while accessing the web page. And lastly, the to source to find the blacklist and whitelist is scattered and hard to find. So uh, there are many and a lot of blacklists and whitelists across the internet. So with our project, we will we will create and compile suitable blacklist and whitelist so that it is easy for users to find the suitable blacklist and whitelist that are suitable for their needs. With this project, uh, there are several objectives that we want to achieve. The first one is with this project, we want to develop a network ad blocker that is capable of blocking all the ads published in the websites. The second one is we want to create the best black and white list that contain the URL to support the ad blocker process. And the last objective that we want to achieve is to evaluate the effectiveness of the ad blocker. So that's all the objective that we want to achieve.
Thank you for my partner for explaining the brief about our project and also our problem statement and also what objective that we wanted to achieve with our project. So it's basic on every project that we want to have plan, we want to have a flow that so our plan of the project, our progress will run smoothly. So as for our project, we choose object-oriented development model. Why we choose it? Because of its nature, of the nature of the model, where it contains planning, analysis, design, prototype, and testing. Where you can see on the design where it's always looping, meaning that if we're on the testing phase and we have a new data with a new what you call list of data that we can get, so we can easily turn it into another prototype, and also we can test it again. So that's why we choose this object-oriented development model as our guide, as our plan throughout this project. So, and next for the figure 2, which is the network architecture when the Raspberry Pi is connected. You can see that the Raspberry Pi is in the middle, where because it will act as a gateway, the DNS gateway. So this is the Raspberry Pi that we use. So it will act as the gateway when the DNS wants to enter the network. So basically, when the DNS enter, this on the device contain the blacklist and whitelist. So it will check whether the DNS that enter, the URL that enter is on the blacklist or whitelist. If on the blacklist, so it will stop, it will block the URL from entering the network. And if the URL is contained in the whitelist, so it will be allowed. It will allow the URL to pass through and go to the into the network. So basically, this is what the network architecture that we use to do our project. We're going to present the outcome of our project, what we get after the whole SEM we do this project. So basically, Alhamdulillah, although we have several challenges, but we managed to get our outcome and also achieve our objective. So basically, on the figure 3, you can see there are several boxes, colorful boxes, which is the colorful boxes is contain the number of queries that enter the network, and also the number of queries that being blocked from entering the network. So basically, this whole figure is is have is in the software of the Raspberry Pi, which is in the end of this video I will show the demo of how basically the software works and how the inner working of the software. So basically, and next is the table 1, where this table shows the result of the website before we connecting the our Raspberry Pi, and also after connecting to the Raspberry Pi, where we can see that the number of download speed decrease, which means that lesser advertisement or lesser unwanted DNS being loaded to the website for the website to be appeared to the browser. So it means that faster browsing experience to the user. So that is achieve that our one of our objective. So yeah, and next is the figure 4, where the figure 4 is where we put our own list, blacklist and whitelist, that contain many URLs, many several URLs that whether we put in blacklist or whitelist, that user can use. We easily put on the GitHub so that we can easily update it. So and it can automatically be updated in the Raspberry Pi also. And for the last part of the outcome is the result. We see the obvious result where we want to see whether the advertisement is being blocked or not. So on the figure 5, you can see we choose three main platform, news platform that Malaysian citizen always open to see news throughout the Malaysia. So this is one of the website. So then the figure 5 on the left, figure 5, where we see that every corner, right, left, up and down, there's a kind of crowded with the several advertisement that sometimes when the user scrolls, the advertisement will maintain in the browser, which is hinder their experience where they will feel disturbed when they're reading the news. So basically, basically this is before the Raspberry Pi connected. So then on the figure 6, the right is after the Raspberry Pi connected, where you can see the difference. So there's no advertisement on the right and left. And also the big advertisement, the green one and the white one is also disappeared. So it means that we achieve our objective when we want to create capable that uh, blocker that capable to block advertisement. So we can ease the user experience when they are using the website. So basically, this is all in general the outcome of our project. And so for the next part, I will show you a little bit of the how the software works. And then on how we collect the data and we use the blacklist and whitelist. Our future work where although we achieve our objective, but there we still encounter several challenges that we because of the time consuming we never able to overcome, and also there are several ideas that we want to propose that may increase the efficiency of our project. So first feature where we uh, propose that we want to create or use any machine language algorithm, or to create any algorithm that can easily sort the DNS when they enter the Raspberry Pi. So meaning that they can be sorted to be uh, to be a new text file, meaning that we want to sort whether this DNS is specialized for the mobile app, and also this whether this URL is for the web browser. Also, we want to focus that this advertisement is always pop up when people playing games. So there's then with the machine language algorithm, we can easily manage to create a new file more efficiently. So that's another for the number two and number three. It's kind of related where we can want to create an algorithm that erase the capture domain, the capture URL, and also to increase the efficiency when creating our list, blacklist and whitelist. Also, and the last is to make this device applicable for merger, meaning that for for merger, we realize that web browser and mobile browser is one what you call separate wave, meaning that if we block advertisement from the browser for the desktop browser, doesn't mean we block the advertisement in mobile user, because maybe they use a different domain, so maybe they can what you call avoid from being detected by the ad blocker in the mobile part. So this our hypothesis. So therefore, in our future work, we want to create is that we want to make that this ad blocker Raspberry Pi can be applicable for the browser for mobile users, so they can also have a the best experience when they're using the browser on their mobile phone. So that's all. We will continue to the demo part. So this is the interface of our software, which is called Pi-hole. This is a software that is specialized for the Raspberry Pi. So, and you can see it's the main page. This is the main page, the admin page before login, where you can see, and right now it's still connecting to the my network. So basically now you can see the query is now 38,000. This is the is the total query over the last 24 hours. So basically this is all the graph over the last 24 hours. So you can see here the total query, like I said there on the poster, this is the colorful box that contain the total query, the query that been blocked, And so the ratio, the percentage that block, the ratio between the total queries and the query being blocked. And also this is the total on the red part is the total number of blacklist. So basically that's all from us uh, for this presentation. So thank you and assalamualaikum.